Mind calm, body at ease, breathing quiet, sentiment benevolent. Dharma friends, sitting still in vital silence, wanting nothing, we practice Eco Buddhism together. The sound of the temple bell boom for all to cease from conflict. May the way of Buddha usher in the dawn of nonviolent global village forever. Here's the after sound of the bell. Thunder of silence, light after Dharma rain. Amoga. Varachana Mahamudra. Mani Padme Jvala Pravartaya.
Please stand and join me in chanting with the three refugees. So first we take refuge in Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, in Sino-Korean, which is our lineage, and then in English. So please just throw your voice in as best you can, even if you don't know the Korean words.
Shale Sanju Ilchere
And now in English, please repeat after me. I go for refuge to the Buddha
I go for refuge to the Buddha
and resolve with all beings.
and resolve with all beings.
I will cultivate a heart of enlightenment
I will cultivate a heart of enlightenment
and realize the great way.
and realize the great way.
I go for refuge to the Dharma
I go for refuge to the Dharma
and resolve with all beings.
and resolve with all beings.
I will penetrate the teachings
I will penetrate the teachings
and uncover oceans of wisdom.
and uncover oceans of wisdom.
I go for refuge to the Sangha
I go for refuge to the Sangha
and resolve with all beings.
and resolve with all beings.
I will seek peace and happiness for the many
I will seek peace and happiness for the many
and transform this world into Buddha lands unimpeded.
and transform this world into Buddha lands unimpeded.
Please be seated. So good morning, everyone, and welcome to our special Lunar New Year service. So 2023, the new Lunar New Year, is the year of the rabbit. So according to Chinese astrology, the rabbit symbolizes patience and luck. 2023 will bring qualities that may have been lacking in the previous year, such as peace and success. The year of the rabbit will see positive influence on people who are impulsive and unrealistic. They may become more realistic and practical. It will be an excellent time to make decisions and to think through your options. The year of the rabbit will bring peace, harmony, and tranquility. So we're going to explore Lunar New Year traditions and participate in them. I am curious, however, how many of you engage in some sort of Lunar New Year celebration or have traditions? Yes. If you can pass the microphone, please. In fact, raise your hand again.
Only a little. This was not a raised hand. This was if anyone else has gotten more, please.
My Lunar New Year tradition is Jackie Chan Adventures because it's what taught me about the zodiac, and it's a wonderful cartoon show from like late '90s, early 2000s. It's a great way to teach the kids about the animals of the Chinese zodiac and like how to be a good person.
When I have celebrated the Lunar New Year, I have made dumplings with my community, with friends and people that I live with, and cleaned the house to make way for the new.
So it seems like we just got done celebrating the turning of the Western calendar, and we have our own traditions associated with that. I would like to share, this is a pretty big in Asia, Lunar New Year. And because our Buddhist tradition comes from Korea, there are some special things that we do as well. So Solal is the name for the Korean Lunar New Year celebration. And it's a festival day celebrating the first year of the lunar calendar. It's one of the most important traditional Korean holidays. The celebration usually lasts 3 days. The day before Korean New Year, Korean New Year itself, and the day after Korean New Year. During these days, many go back to their hometowns to perform ancestral rites, eat delicious food, wear traditional Korean outfits or hanbok, and play folk games to invoke nostalgia. Celebrants clean their home, we've had that mentioned, symbolically sweeping away all that was bad in the departing year, and welcoming fresh and auspicious opportunities in the year to come. It's customary at this time to make offerings at monasteries or other sacred religious sites, and to aspire for health, success, and peace. And here, the offerings that we receive all year round, for which we are grateful. Offerings for Lunar New Year might be something special. And your presence here today, you can consider an offering if you participate in our celebration. So in Korea, often the family members first visit the elders. This includes the grandparents and parents. And it's also considered to be respectful for people to visit their mothers and fathers-in-law during the Korean New Year. Another important ritual is called Seibei. It's the act of kneeling on the ground and bowing deeply so that your hands are also on the ground. Younger people must bow deeply to their elders and wish them a happy new year. This traditional bow signifies respect. And so we use the Lunar New Year as an opportunity for devotional practice. We are including our Dharma ancestors. If you look on our altar today, we have some special photographs. We also have some special tablets here. So let me explain what each of these is. So if we start with this tablet on your right-hand side as you're looking at the altar, this signifies Native American traditions, which we honor because we are sitting on Native American land. So our temple sits on traditional homelands of the people of the Council of Three Fires, the Ojibwe, Potawatomi, Ottawa, Odawa, as well as Anishinaabe, Menominee, Miami, and Ho-Chunk nations. So we have included this tablet. On the right-hand side, I'll hold this one up because you may not see it so well. So this, in the very center, is a Buddha. And the Buddha is surrounded by this huge retinue of bodhisattvas and elders and all sorts of saints. So when we do our Buddhist practice, we have this wonderful legacy that we bring with us. If you look now at the objects on the altar, did you get Martin Luther King on there?
No, Alice Walker.
Alice Walker. So we have Alice Walker representing another culture besides ours. And then we also have our Dharma ancestors. On the right-hand side of the altar, as you look at it, we have a photograph of our founder, Swami Sunam, who passed away this last year, and also his teachers surrounding him, Sobong Singh and Ramsam Singh. And then on the other side of the altar, on your left, as you look at it, we have some of our female Dharma ancestors, including Pokwi Sunam and Irak Sunam, famous Korean Zen masters. And we also have a photograph of Narim, one of our priests in Mexico City who passed away just this week or last week, very recently. So we bring our whole tradition with us today. One of the things that those of us who are in the training programs do at the start of every semester and throughout the semester is a practice called INSA. And so this involves the most senior priest here, which would be Haji Sunan, representing this wonderful lineage. And this is where the bowing comes in. So let's all stand and we'll engage in this INSA practice. So like Haji Sunan, if you could be stand here and just do INSA with us. So we will all make prostration to Haji Sunan, and she will make a prostration back to us so you can face us. We'll do INSA. INSA to you. Oh, okay. So we will all do INSA together.
So I'm simply one representative on the long line. And slowly.
Right, thank you. So go ahead, please sit down again. I would like to ask our greeters to assist with passing out the chanting sheets. So we're going to chant the Great Compassion Dharani. This is a very ancient chant. It's written in a language called Siddham. And there are English translations, but consider this a sound practice. And as we do this together, you will feel it resonating within you deeply, just invoking a sense of connectedness and compassion and love. So we're going to chant this 3 times through. So please join in as best you can. I'm turning off the microphone so I don't blast you out of the room. Of great
Hare Siri, Soro, Soro, Mocha, Mocha, Modaya, Modaya, Megaria, Niraganta, Namasa, Nasa, Nampara, Paranaya, Manaksabha, Sitaya Sabha, Mahasitaya Sabha, Sitayuye Sevaraya Sabha, Niragantaya Sabha, Paramoka, Sinkamokaya, Sabha, Paramakataya, Sabha, Shakara, Yotaya, Sabha, Sampasupnane, Modanaya, Sabha, Maharaputadaraya, Sabha, Amasaganta, Isasishera, Harina, Inaya, Sabha, Yagarashama, Ivasanaya, Sabha, Namuratana, Yaya Namagaya, Harudishe, Sevaraya, Sabha. Rani, Namo Radhana Daraya, Namagaya Parukishe, Sivaraya, Mochi Sadavaya, Mahasaravaya, Mahagarunigaya, Om Sambhavaye Sudarana, Paraya Dasamyam, Namakaridava, Ivamaya Parokishe, Sevarachavani Raganta, Namakarinaya, Mavalda, Isabata, Sadana, Suvarayam, Salvamurana, Kavamaram, Visudaram, Kanyata, Om Arogeyaroga, Vajiroga, Chigarante, He Hare, Mahamuchi, Sarava, Samara, Samara, Harinaya, Kuro, Kuro, Kama, Sadaya, Sadaya, Toro, Miyamche, Mahamiyamche, Tararara, Tarinare, Sevara, Chara, Chara, Maranimara, Amara, Moche, Roge, Sevara, Rahami, Sami, Nasaya, Nave, Sami, Sami, Nasaya, Mohajarami, sami nasaya oro oro mara oro hare kanaba nava sara sara siri siri soro soro mocha mocha Modaya, Modaya, Midariya, Nirakanta, Kamasa, Nasanam, Para, Paranaya, Mahasavaha, Sitaya, Savaha, Mahasitaya, Savaha, Sitayuye Sevaraya Savaha Niragantaya Savaha Parahamukha Sinhamukaya Savaha Anamahataya Savaha Chanara Yotaya Savaha Sankasumnani Puranaya Savaha Nagarakutaraya Savaha Kamasaganta Isasi Sheda Karina Iraya Savaha Yagara Shama Vipasanaya Savaha Yamura Sanadara Yaya Ramayaya Arukije Sevaraya Savaha Shinto Jambu Teharai Namo Radhanarayaya Nagaya Parukije Sevaraya Mochi Saravaya Mahasaravaya Mahakarunigaya Om Salvavaya Sudarana Karaya Prasamyam Kariyava Imamaya Parokije Sevaratamani Navakarinaya Bhavada Nisa Nisa Vata Sarana Subhanayam Savapurana Avasara Visudaram Tanyata Om Arogeyaroga Vajiroga Shikaramse Eke Hare Mahamoji Sara Samara Samara Harinaya Puro Puro Kama Sadaya Sadaya Toro Toro Niyam Che Mahamiyam Che Tarara Karinare Sevara Chara Chara Mara Mimara Amara Moje Roge Sevara Rahami Sami Nasaya Nave Sami Sami Nasaya Mohajarami Sami Nasaya Poro Poro Mara Poro Hare Manava Nava Sara Sara Siri Siri Soro Soro Mocha Mocha Modaya Modaya Medariya Niraganta Kamasa Nasanam Para Paranaya Mahasavaha Sitaya Savaha Sitaya Savaha Sitayuye Sevadaya Savaha Niragantaya Savaha Arahamukha Simhamukaya Savaha Anamahataya Savaha Shagara Yuktaya Savaha Sampasuprane Puranaya Savaha Maharakutaraya Savaha Pamasagantani Sasichera Karina Nihaya Savaha Yakara Chama Ivasanaya Savaha Napuranadara Yaya Namagarya Arupije Sevaraya Savaha.
Now, please everybody stand. All the chanting sheets are being collected. Just a tiny little stretch break. Then go ahead and sit back down. Having invoked some compassion, now we send loving kindness out to the whole universe. So please just place your hands palm to palm and breathe as I read meditation on loving kindness. This is what should be done by one who is skilled in goodness and knows the path of peace. Let them be able and upright, straightforward and gentle in speech, humble and not conceited, contented and easily satisfied, unburdened with duties and frugal in their ways, peaceful and calm and wise and skillful, not proud and demanding in nature. Let them not do the slightest thing that the wise would later reprove. Wishing in gladness and in safety, may all beings be at ease. Whatever living beings there may be, whether they are weak or strong, omitting none. The great or the mighty, medium, short, or small, the seen and the unseen, those living near and far away, those born and to be born. May all beings be at ease. Let none deceive another or despise any being in any state. Let none through anger or ill will wish harm upon another. Even as a parent protects with their life their child, their only child, so with a boundless heart should one cherish all living beings, radiating kindness over the entire world, spreading upwards to the sky and downwards to the depths, outwards and unbounded, freed from hatred and ill will, whether standing or walking, seated or lying down, free from drowsiness. One should sustain this recollection. And as we move into this Lunar New Year, we are reminded of the basic Buddhist precepts. Those of you who've taken precepts, and even those who have not, I'm going to read our 8 Buddhist precepts. And then after each, just pause and ring the bell. And please reflect mindfully. 8 precepts. Number 1, I resolve to abstain from doing harm, but to cherish all life. Number 2, I resolve to abstain from taking what is not given, but to respect the things of others. Number 3, I resolve to abstain from engaging in sexual misconduct, but to practice purity of mind and self-restraint. Number 4, I resolve to abstain from lying, but to speak the truth. Number 5, I resolve to abstain from partaking in the production and trading of firearms and chemical poisons. Number 6, I resolve to abstain from wasting, but to conserve energy and natural resources. Number 7, I resolve to abstain from harboring enmity against the wrongs of others, but to promote peace and justice through nonviolent means. Number 8, I resolve to abstain from clinging to things that belong to me, but to practice generosity and the joy of sharing. So if everyone practiced precepts together all the time, we would have a very peaceful world. For the next week or so, we are going to do some special chanting for a peaceful world, and this chant invokes this wish of practicing precepts together in all lands. I'd like to ask Haji Sun to introduce the Wa'u Sun Jung.
Good morning, everyone. I first experienced this chant in the middle of a typhoon in Korea on a pilgrimage that I was on with Venerable Samusun, our founder. We got off the bus and it was raining, and we had about maybe 3 miles to walk to get to the monastery we were visiting then. And it rained. It rained and it rained, and then it really poured, and the wind was up. And were we ever happy to get to that monastery? A little temple, actually. And there was a nun who was the director of the place, and she showed us in. We were really soaking wet, and we changed clothes and hung our clothes in the room and put them on the floor because it was one of those hot floors, which are often in the monasteries, to get them dry. And then she invited us to come to the Buddha Hall to join them as part of a 100-day course of chanting that she was doing. And some of the Sangha members from her temple would join in from time to time, and so she welcomed us to join in. And the typhoon got stronger and stronger. We could hear it kind of banging on the windows, that kind of thing. Yet, after a bowl of soup and a little refreshment, which was always the case when we were on pilgrimage as we visited different temples, she invited us to go to the Buddha Hall with her, and she began to do this Wa Om Songjong chant. And I remember at first there was one layman that had come through the storm to join in the practice. And so it goes Wa Om Song Jong. Can you say? Wa Om Song Jong. Yeah. And it means, may the Pure Land prevail everywhere. And the Pure Land is the place where our precepts are kept, that we just went over with Ma'um. Not to harm, not to lie, all of those things. So we're saying, may the Pure Land prevail everywhere, in all the 10 directions, which means up and down and the 8 cardinal points. And so while we were doing it, she was doing prostrations, just miscellaneously. So we joined in miscellaneously. So there were some of us up and some of us down, and some of us just standing with our hands in Hapchang of sincere heart and chanting Wa Om Songjong. And so I'd like to invite you to join us for a little bit of Wa Om Songjong chanting, which we will be doing every morning and every evening at the temple, along with the Great Compassion Army for the next week. We do it every year. It's called Chanting for World Peace. So we're starting it out right now. Yeah. So that means setting in motion. And I was just thinking, we were talking about a little bit about our ancestors, and Ma'um went through the ancestors that are on the altar. But you may think of other ancestors that are not up there. And so when we do this Wa'um Sunjung, not only are we chanting for world peace and that the precepts we kept everywhere, but we're chanting an appreciation for ancestors whose efforts result in us being here today in every aspect of our lives. Yeah. So please take just a moment to think who else you would add. All right, and please stand. This nun did this for 100 days and quite a few hours every day, and we're going to only do for 3 or 4 minutes. So that's all the time we have left. The idea of a devotional practice with this chanting is to really put your heart into it. And the other thing is, when we're chanting, are you going to, Helen's holding it up. When we chant, remember that to really emphasize the vowels, so wa, and then om, then it really resonates through our whole body. Because we're not just talking heads, chanting heads, it's a whole body kind of practice. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. I'll face you at first and then I'm going to face you all.
Wow. Jung. Wam Song 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 Jung.
This for our own storm, which is what like assistance with our heart and soul. What else?
Well, let's finish with transference of minutes.
All right. Please repeat after me. Whatever merit we may have earned
Whatever merit we may have earned
from our participation in this service today
from our participation in this service today
and our chanting together,
and our chanting together,
we offer for the relief of suffering
we offer for the relief of suffering
and peace and happiness of all beings.
and peace and happiness of all beings.
Maha Prajna Paramita.
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 Bodhisvaha.
Bodhisvaha.
Bodhisvaha is kind of a Buddhist version of Amen, or may it be so. So let's try it one more time. Bodhisvaha.
Bodhisvaha.
So much gratitude for all who attended today. And also, I want to offer special gratitude of some gifts that we have received recently. More than material gifts, but gifts of time, service offerings, volunteers who come to the temple to care for our altar, to care for the Buddha Hall, to work on maintenance issues, to sort produce, to give to those in need. And grateful also for a visiting monk that we had with us, Dr. Baku, who will be with us a few more days. And for our very successful fundraising project, which raised funds for scholarships and also for some major meetings with the temple.
And I really like to welcome some people that we haven't seen for a really long time. They're our senior members and kind of the foundation of the temple in a certain way. Violet, and Robert, right here. Yeah. These are some of our kind of live ancestors. And over here, we also have Pomeraniec and Tony, also, first time back with all of us after COVID. So
We've been
welcome
afraid.
back to you folks. Yeah. Just appreciation when there were hardly anybody around. These guys were around. And as a result, we're able to be here now today. Did I miss anyone? Did we miss anyone? Okay. Let's have a few. No, hang on, you see, this is Oyo, and she's younger, but she's been away, and so it's really good to have you back too.
Okay, you guys can be seated if you like. And welcome, everybody. Good morning. We have some new people here today, so welcome. If the new people or the people who've been around for a while have any questions, you can ask any of us wearing the gray, and we will do our best to answer your questions. If you're not already receiving our weekly email bulletin and you'd like to do that, there's a sign-up sheet on the table in the entrance hall. You can put your email address down and we'll send you an email bulletin once a week about what's coming up at the temple. Also, we have copies of this calendar. It's a gray sheet like this, so you're welcome to pick one up and take it home with you, and this has our calendar on it. And just a few things I'll point out from the calendar. We offer an introductory meditation class, which runs on 5 consecutive Thursday evenings. That goes from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. And the meditation class is a really good way to get an introduction to Zen. One of the things you learn about is different postures for meditation, so you can meditate without so much back pain. That was the thing that helped me out a lot. You learn about the basics of Zen, not just meditation. So it begins on February 16th, and there's a sign-up sheet on the table if you're interested in that. We're also offering a one-day meditation retreat, and that will be on Saturday, February 25th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. During the meditation retreat, we have periods of sitting meditation, walking meditation, work practice, vegetarian lunch. We're going to watch a few Jackie Chan movies. There's a sign-up sheet for that if you're interested in that. We're offering a winter practice period on the topic of the life of the Buddha. And this one's going to be a little different in the format from how we've conducted it before. It will be somewhere between 6 and 8 Sundays, consecutive Sundays, but it'll be in the afternoon and it'll be on Zoom. And so it'll be at 2 p.m. on Zoom starting in mid-March. There's a sign-up sheet if you're interested in that. You can put your name down and we'll be in touch with more details. Groups that are meeting today, Recovery Dharma.
Recovery Dharma will be meeting in the former Buddha Hall in the big yellow house next door at 12 o'clock.
Okay. Other groups meeting today or other announcements? Okay. The temple is supported entirely by your kind donations of time and money. There's a fishbowl right outside the door here for monetary donations. If you'd like to volunteer your time, there are a number of opportunities to do that. Moen mentioned some ways in which people volunteer to help. Shoveling snow is another good one. If you're interested in signing up to shovel whenever it snows, or you could be a greeter if you've been coming around for a while and you're interested in helping to welcome new people and help to let them know what to expect and give announcements at the end of the service. There's opportunities to do that. And we have some herbal tea right next to the bathroom door there. So join us for some tea if you like. Thank you.
So, also as an opportunity today, if you want to do a little volunteer work, we have a mailing and so we need help addressing envelopes. And so those who are interested, please meet in the Gray House next door. And as we stand and get ready to leave, we want to leave our room in good condition. So the mats and cushions that are covering the carpet will be in place. The mats and cushions in the back room. On this side of the room, they get stacked on the stage. And on the other side of the room, they get stacked in the corner. And we have an assistant back there who will help with that. Okay, so please join me in 3 formal bows to end our service.